very exciting? Starting something new, like a new game or a new book. You know what else is exciting? The end of the game when you know you played well. Or the end of the book when someone gets what they wanted all along. Beginnings and endings are both very important. John was one of Jesus' disciples. He was there when Jesus shared he was going to heaven to his Father's house, the place where God lives. Jesus promised his disciples he would make a place for them there. Years later, God gave a vision to John, and John wrote down everything he saw. The vision was about how God created our whole world in beginning, how he is still in control in the middle, and how he will make everything perfect in the end. In John's vision, he saw the future. Wait, he didn't write anything about flying cars. His vision was of something even better. There would be a new heaven and a new earth at the end of time. This is also what God promised hundreds of years before John was alive. John's vision was a reminder that God would keep that promise. John also saw God's throne. A throne is where the ruler of a kingdom sits. Do you have a favorite chair at home? That's kinda like his throne. Now imagine that, but 1,000 times better. Also, God's throne isn't in your living room. He rules over everything from heaven. In the vision, John heard a loud voice from God's throne that said, "Look, God now makes his home with the people. He will live with them." The voice from the throne was saying that God and his people would be together. Then the voice from the throne talked about how people wouldn't cry or be sad anymore, and that people wouldn't die anymore. This was another reminder of what God had already said. Then the voice said, "Write this down. You can trust these words. They are true." Then John heard, "It is done. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end." Wait, Alpha and Omega are strange words. Do you know what they mean? Alpha means beginning, and Omega means end. God is the creator of all things, the beginning. And he's the one who makes all things end at the right time. He keeps all of his promises and plans. In the vision, John saw Jesus sharing the throne with God. Jesus said, "I am the Alpha and Omega." Remember? Alpha and Omega mean beginning and end. Jesus was saying that he was around in the beginning before anything was created. And he gets the last word on what happens in the end. This means Jesus is God too. God's people will live with him forever without dying. Just like Jesus promised his disciples before he went to heaven. He told them his Father's house had many rooms. Followers of Jesus become children of God. They have a place in God's forever family. All because of who Jesus is and what he did for us. Jesus is the beginning and the end.